You walk through life untouched by certain truths, and every time you smile like that, I realize how much of the world you've never been shown. Your innocence isn't weakness, it's untouched potential. And sometimes I ache, knowing you've never felt the fire hiding just beyond your comfort. You think you know desire because you've imagined it, but imagination is polite compared to what reality does to your heartbeat. The way you blush tells me you've never been properly undone, never been shown how safe it feels to lose control. You call it innocence. I call it unclaimed territory. Soft, curious, waiting for the right hands and the right truth. You've lived carefully, gently, but there's a part of you starving for something reckless, something real. You don't know it yet, but your quiet eyes are begging for an experience your words are too shy to ask for. You think you're complete, but I can feel the questions in your silence, the hunger you've learned to hide. Innocence is beautiful, but it becomes breathtaking the moment it learns what it's capable of feeling. You've been protected for so long that you mistake safety for fulfillment, and that's the saddest kind of loneliness. There are emotions you've never named because you've never been allowed to feel them fully. You smile like nothing has ever shaken you, but I wonder how you'd look once something finally does. You've been taught to behave, not to feel, and that's why your heart still feels unfinished. You don't miss what you've never tasted, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't change you forever. Your innocence glows because it hasn't been challenged yet, not because it's complete. There's a whole version of you asleep inside, waiting for the moment someone shows you more. You think intensity is dangerous because you've never known how healing it can be. You've kept your world small to stay safe, but some experiences only exist beyond fear. Every time you say, I wouldn't understand, I hear, I've never been shown. You deserve to know what it feels like when curiosity becomes confidence. Your heart beats like it's waiting for permission to race. Innocence doesn't mean purity. It means unfinished chapters. You've been gentle with yourself because no one ever taught you how powerful you are. There are parts of you that would bloom instantly if touched by the right truth. You don't realize how magnetic you are precisely because you've never used it. You've lived in the shallow end, not because you're afraid of depth, but because no one invited you in. You think you're naive, but really, you're unawakened. Some lessons aren't learned through warnings. They're learned through experience. Your curiosity scares you because it threatens the version of yourself you've always known. You've been told to stay sweet, not to discover how intense sweetness can become. Innocence is the door, not the destination. You've spent so long being careful that you forgot how to be alive. There's nothing wrong with you, there's just more waiting. You don't know what you're missing because no one ever stayed long enough to show you. You deserve moments that make your thoughts go quiet. Your restraint is admirable, but it's also lonely. There's a difference between being untouched and being fulfilled. You think curiosity is temptation, but it's actually growth. The world has been gentle with you, but it hasn't been honest. You've been protected from intensity, not prepared for it. Some truths can't be explained, they have to be felt. Your innocence would become confidence the moment you stopped apologizing for wanting more. You don't need corruption, you need experience. There's nothing wrong with wanting to feel deeply. You've mistaken comfort for destiny. You haven't lost yourself. You've never met all of yourself yet. Innocence is beautiful, but awakening is unforgettable. You're not missing something because you're lacking. You're missing it because you've been waiting. The part of you that's curious is wiser than the part that's afraid. You don't need to change who you are, just expand. Your heart knows there's more, even if your mind pretends otherwise. You've been surviving politely when you could be living loudly. There are feelings that don't harm innocence, they deepen it. You're not fragile, you're unopened. The things you avoid are often the things that would free you. You've been taught restraint, not exploration. Innocence isn't lost when discovered, it's transformed.